Sorry for this video being so long to get out. I'm sorry, there's been a lot that's been going on right now. I can't control what's been going on. I've tried to get this video out, but I've had no chance. With motivation and the problems I've had, it's been hard to get this video out. I'm so sorry for this, but as a result, there is going to be some more content soon. As soon as this video is uploaded and it's been watched, you've all watched it, there's going to be another bit of content soon. After this video, there's going to be a outtakes episode of this episode, and then there's going to be some stuff that I have already on Twitch that I've left on Twitch for you all to watch at some point when I get it up to uploading it. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy this video. Yeah, and I hope that you're doing well. I'm sorry for not uploading for like 2 months or something. Between everything that's going on, I haven't had chance, and I've tried my best. I really have. I honestly, truly, honestly have tried to get something out. But anyway, enough of this explanation. Enjoy the next bullshit explanation I'm going to say for some fucking reason. I don't exactly know what, but yeah, there's going to be some bullshit reason that I'm going to say, and I don't know what I'm going to end up saying, but who knows. Yeah, it's been a while since I did this, and then yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to like it, you can like. Please, if you would like to, come and watch my Twitch. That's where most of my content is from now, as that will be uploaded in the foreseeable future, as I can see at the moment. I've got a lot of stuff to upload from Twitch. So enjoy this video, and hopefully be able to try some of the tricks yourself. And I've got some more clips coming soon as this is done. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the video. And of course, I'm JH, and come and watch my Twitch sometime. You don't have to, but it'd be really appreciated. Thank you. Hey everyone, it's JH here. Now, just before this video starts, I just want to quickly say that some of the explanations I say in this video are a bit wrong. I will try to correct myself with them in the voiceover, but yeah, some of them are a bit messed up, and I will try my best to try and fix them the best I can. If I don't get them, I'm sorry. I'm trying. This is just in the post-editing that I'm doing, okay? I'm trying my best here. I haven't edited it in a while, and it's going to be a while till this is out. And when it's out, hope you enjoy. But I'll try to fix them the best I can. Don't know if I can. Who knows? They'll probably be fucked up anyway, so hope you understand and enjoy the tutorial of Sonic Colors speedrun tricks. Thank you and enjoy. Hey everyone. So I wanted to do another video just because my YouTube's fucking dead at the moment. I know that, but also you can see there's something different on this. This will be probably posted after it's been shown on Twitch, of course, because that's where most of my first things come from. But I wanted to make sure that I could make a video for YouTube showing off the tricks that you can use in Sonic Colors for an any percent or egg shuttle environment. Maybe even a couple that work on the Chaos Emeralds category. Some of these tricks though can be moved over to Colors Ultimate as well if you do play that instead of the original game. But for today I'm going to be doing it all on the original game. So yeah, hope you enjoy the little jiggly physics and everything else. I don't know what else to say really. I did script this out, but then I thought fuck it, let's do it unscripted. So first off, ignore the tracking. That's just the thing. This is a version 1. I will get a better version sometime, but it does what it needs to do for today. Anyway, so today we're going to go through all the different acts and show you the different ones that have speedrun tricks. Ones that don't have speedrun tricks I will not cover in this video, however. So yeah, let's get to it. So first, Tropical Resort 1. The first act you'll be in any of the categories, so don't worry about this. So what you do is, first off, you do a jump and then boost like that, which is as simple as this. You hop like this, and then you hop and press B. Gives you a fast acceleration. It's the easiest way you can build your speed. Next part, stomp and boost. What you do for that is as simple as you jump down, you stomp and then press B immediately after. This part, you got 2 choices. You can bounce off the robot, like so, like so, and then boost up there if you were fast enough, but I wasn't. The next best one is just to simply boost straight through. That one I just forgot to explain, but what you do is simply just jump and boost. That's it. In Tropical Resort 2, again, in an Egg Shuttle response, you've already got the Wisps, but in any percent and all Chaos Emeralds, you don't. So here's the way for Egg Shuttle. What you want to do is first, you would have boost, of course, so you get across there. You boost across here. With all Chaos Emeralds, you would go back and grab that red star ring. With any percent, you just keep going anyway. For Egg Shuttle, you would go down this way, through the dirt, if you've seen my Egg Shuttle speedruns. For all Chaos Emeralds and any percent, however, you go this way. Make sure you do not try to jump over it. Again, no major skips. Use as much boost if you want to through here, easy enough. Right, for the next part, obviously you don't have any wisps, so there's nothing much really to talk about. So, with that being said, let's just move on to Tropical Resort 3.
For this current trick that I'm trying to show, I didn't explain it properly, but here's how you do it. You essentially need to get on the pulley route, then you need to jump at the correct point and boost after your full point jumps on both the double jump. If you don't, you won't get across.
Right, what you want to do is when you get this point, for Egg Shuttle you would get to that spring anyway, but for any percent you want to get to that. Grab the laser, but don't use it. Boost through. Next part, get through this section here, as you can tell. Now ignore the spring, stomp here. Now use these springs here and aim laser down on that sort of angle. It will get you up the top here easy. Now for the second part, what you want to do is if you fall down here, don't worry. You aim laser up here and you can get up to this point here, which will allow you to beat this level a lot quicker than if you were to actually do it the normal way. Again, in this act you don't have drill or frenzy yet because we're in an any percent environment. Egg Shuttle, you would use drill, but for any percent I'll show you what you do here. What you want to do for any percent and all Chaos Emeralds is grab that first. If you're doing all Chaos Emeralds, you grab that. If not, you just ignore it. Now the next best thing is you take this route. Make sure to jump and boost at the same time as you do it. It's easy enough. You should have a much faster time than I did, but I'll now show you the Egg Shuttle route. Because Egg Shuttle has a slightly different route. And this is the route I've used in my speedruns of Egg Shuttle. Grab drill, stomp. Transform to drill, and then the first thing you do is try to get out here. Don't worry if you don't have boost. This is an any percent environment. Of course I won't have boost, but if it was Egg Shuttle I would have boost and I would grow a lot faster. But 18 seconds, that's not bad for this one without boost. If I had boost it would be a lot faster. In Tropical Resort 5, well, what you want to do is again use the fast acceleration. Now for laser, what they do is they activate laser here, which gets them over here quicker. Now there is a trick they use to get laser unintentionally for all Chaos Emeralds, but we're doing the any percent. But if for no major skips or unintentionals, then yes, that's not required. So we'll just show it. So what I'm doing is essentially showing the any percent route. All Chaos Emeralds has a slightly different route. I would recommend you go watch an All Chaos Emeralds run if I don't show any of the tricks that are supposed to be here anyway. However, for this part, you can save laser or you can grab laser here. For the All Chaos Emeralds, you go up here. For any percent and thing, the first thing you want to do is just get across there as quick as possible and get to the end. Now I'll go through again, of course, and show you the Egg Shuttle route. So this is what you would do for Egg Shuttle. You would have boost, but obviously we're doing it without boost. You would ignore laser, grab spikes. And make sure you keep tapping B. Now remember, spikes is fucked in both versions of this game and Ultimate. Pardon me. So if they fucking decide to randomly shoot backwards, don't blame me for saying that that's the thing. It's been fucked in both versions. I know it because I played both versions, even though I played the Switch. Anyway, for this part, what you want to do is you want to aim laser up. If you hit them, don't worry. You can always just fall down there anyway. Get up there, laser across, Done. 40-second time. I have had faster because of the faster acceleration, but yes, as you can tell, 40-second time. And the life dropped on me. Nice. I'll take that. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? Tropical Resort 6. For Act 6, again, in New Game in Plus, you have to take the normal route. We're going to show the egg shuttle route here. Of course, you would use you would use boost there, but because we don't have boost, we're just going to do it normally. However, this is where the parts differ. All Chaos Emeralds goes down for that red ring, you could see. For any percent, you boost over there. Then you would take these things in any percent. However, Egg Shuttle, this is what you do. You simply get spikes and go to the end. Simple. This is where, now I'm going to do this is important because this is where things change. In an all Chaos Emeralds, we go to Starlight Carnival first. However, in any percent and Egg Shuttle, we go to Sweet Mountain first. So we're going to be showing off the routes for Sweet Mountain with Cube and Hover enabled. Because in a whole Chaos Emeralds environment, we already have them unlocked. However, in any percent, it's the only way we don't have them. Of course, who cares? It's going to be a lot different, but I don't know. But anyway, we're going to be doing it in a sense like the cube and that is unlocked, and we'll be doing the routes for mostly Egg Shuttle through them. If there is different routes, I will try my best to show them as much as I can. Sweet Carnival 1. This is one that I recently learned, actually. Is what you want to do is you want to grab that and then you boost over to the side. Make sure you hold it on an angle like that. With this part, it's simple. Boost across, jump, boost across. Simple. Easy as that. Anyone can do that trick. It's a casual trick at the end of the day, really. This part, you boost, jump, boost, and then stomp. Now, if you miss this, don't worry. In the Wii version or the PC with 144 frames, you will have better jump heights. Now, first of all, what we want to do is go up here, but make sure you take the bottom route, so you miss the spring. Right, for this part, what you want to do is jump over this dash panel, boost, then jump near the apex of the turn. That should give you enough height to home and attack the springs, and essentially skip destroying the robots. Then you just do what I just did there, which is a simple tap boost. Now for this, you do boost. Now, it lags the shit out of my Wii U for some reason, but yeah, what you want to do is go for that middle point as fast as you can. Go across that. You can home and attack if you want to, but if you had boost, you can just boost straight across. In Egg Shuttle, that's what you would normally do. Right, in Act 3, we unlock Rocket Wisp. So essentially, we can use any rocket way we want here. We're going to be showing off pretty much the Egg Shuttle route and any percent route. Because there's not much difference between any percent and Egg Shuttle, really. You can just do this, but simply you boost there. If you time that jump right, you can do that. If you jump at the right point there, simply hold right, and there you go. You're up to the edge there. Now, this one I didn't first do when I first speedrun this game, but what you want to do is essentially boost up here. If you want to wait for that, you can. You can get through it if you're quick enough. But what you want to do is you want to go to this part, bounce up these springs, and activate Rocket. Now, you would go up that way, of course, because you saw a red star ring there. You would go that way to get that, and then you come back, use Rocket there, and get it. Now, we don't have spikes, so we can't use the spikes route. Now, this way actually is used in the All Chaos Emeralds. You don't have to use the spring. There is a way to get up here without the spring, but the spring is the easiest way you can get up here. Now, the red star ring is actually straight in front of me here, as I just grabbed it. And then that is pretty much what you do. So for this next part, you want to get up here, boost, make sure you jump at the right point. If you do get under, don't worry about it. You can home and attack. But if you did what I just did then, jumped at the right time, you'll hit one of the twirly things and it will send you up. If you hold A, make sure you do hold A. If you don't hold A, you will not go high enough and there's likelihood that you will get hit. So you hold A, make sure you hold A as high as you can, Then at the apex of your jump, simply press B. Easy. Let's move on to the next act. So I'll show you what we do in Egg Shuttle anyway. Now, of course, you might have seen some of us actually damaging ourselves here. What you would normally do is press these buttons to move these out the way. But in an Egg Shuttle environment, we want for speed, as well as any percent, of course, so we just go through them. In an Egg Shuttle, you would have boost, but don't worry, it doesn't matter. Now, normally, what you would do is after you got laser here, you home and attack this, and then aim laser straight up. If you're on ultimate, you have 360 laser, so you have to aim straight up. Or on a slight angle, either way, it does not matter. Now, that is used actually in all case emeralds, but that's it. There's one little trick here that I recently did, is you jump up here, land on this switch, and it'll take you up. And then you jump, done. That's all you pretty much can do, really, because the rest is just essentially playing this level as legit as it comes, really. Aside from taking damage in the next part, you've pretty much got to get over this slot here without a single bit of frenzy, because frenzy is blocked in any percent. However, in Egg Shuttle, frenzy is allowed because we have frenzy unlocked. So this part is simple. Like I said, you just damage yourself. Make sure you grab as many rings as you possibly can, so it will help you a lot. But yeah, that's how you do it. You just do this. Make sure you collect some rings. Do not forget to collect rings. If you do not collect rings, you are going to die. Or you will have to go the long way round. Like that, see? You just collect the ring and so on. So you just do that for the rest of the thing. That's simple as that. Anyway, let's move on to Act 5. In any percent, of course, we don't have cube or spikes. But in Egg Shuttle, we have both. So I'm going to show you the route for Egg Shuttle. We want to try and get our jump on there, but because we don't have boost, we couldn't get there in time. But you want to jump on that model, the robot. You can actually see that in my runs. But for this, what you can do, I'll show you the any percent route. Because you don't essentially use cube anyway in this route. You only really use spikes at the end. But what you want to do, the quickest way is to just jump over here, ignore the bots, jump over that. Simple. Make sure that you boost into these things if you want to get up quicker. It's not always recommended, but you can. Now, of course, we don't have spikes, but here's the Egg Shuttle route for you guys anyway. And girls. That's the Egg Shuttle route, literally. Then you just do that. It's simple. On all versions you would do that at the end anyway, so don't worry about it. So now, let's move on to the next act. 6. Act 6. Now, again, you can only use cube and spikes, but we don't have cube in any percent, but we do have all wisps in thing. But here's the essentially any percent and all chaos emerald. Here's the any percent route. Fucker. You can jump there like I've done before, but it's no big deal. Now you can use cube in this part because cube is allowed, but we have skipped cube. We can get cube there, but we're going to show you without cube. Now you don't want to do that, of course, but it's one way of doing it. If these fuckers just keep hitting you, don't worry about it. We're just going to fucking home and attack them anyway. You ideally want to land up there, but if you fall down like I just did, don't worry, you can just do that. There is a trick like you saw me doing there, stomp jumping. It's one way to get you to instantly jump again. It's a lot quicker than having to wait to fall to jump. But here's what the egg shuttle route would look like for this version. For this act, anyway. So, speedrunner mode and activate. Careful, spikes will try to retaliate at that point. Timing a jump like that, well, the momentum jump is something that I've only ever done once. And like that, it's only something I've ever got a couple of times. It requires you to do a couple of attempts of trying it. But yeah, that's essentially what you do in Egg Shuttle. Simple as that. Now my head's looking up a bit more because of where I am in my setup. I'm actually lying down. But anyway. Starlight Carnival, Act 1. In Act 1, there's not many tricks that you can do, but there's two that I do in Egg Shuttle. The first one is just the most obvious one. Well, actually there's three in this one that are used in Egg Shuttle. For me, at least. No, wait, four. I am so corrective today. What the fuck? Sorry I'm holding like my models over the wisp count. That's not thing. You can normally see what I'm doing anyway. So what you want to do, as you can see me doing here, I'm doing the same hop acceleration trick, but I'm holding to the right after the first one. Now you want to home and attack that, and hope that you land down here. If you do, like I've just done, where it basically does that, don't worry, you can always hold boost. You can, with this, jump across out of the way and underneath, but again, no major skips. But most of them you would go underneath here. You can use cube to get up here, but I would recommend you take the normal route. But cube can be good enough. Now for any of them that you're doing, you can do this trick. Just bounce off them. For all emeralds you can go across and get them that way, don't worry about that. We're doing Egg Shuttle. And any percent. Wait a minute, any percent and not... Well, yeah, there's slight differences between any percent and Egg Shuttle. But this is the level that you first go to with all Chaos Emeralds anyway. So there's nothing much really until we get to the next part, which is there's two tricks. There's a wall jump that we can do. There's a timed jump and wall jump that we can do. And then there's also the there's the boost through the parts anyway. Fuck off, I'm not doing damageless, alright? Fuck damageless. Now here's another little minor. If you don't know what you're doing with this game, if you hit the big ones, all of them get deleted. That's a little trick for you. If you haven't played this game, of course, and you're watching this as the first time. Also, if you're watching this as the first time and I say go to watch my speedruns, I don't actually have this model on any of the other speedruns. I'm sorry. But for this, well-timed jump and then wall jump up there. The next part, what we want to do is we want to essentially ignore the bottom part. This is a minor skip, but it's the best you can do for the speed of it. Jump up here, again, using the stomp tricks. Get to the middle one. If you can get to the end one, that would be better, but we're going to do it the middle one. Now, here's what I dubbed the heart failure trick. What you want to do here is simply boost. But what you want to do is under the last one, about halfway, make sure that you press the crouch. If you don't press the crouch, then you will not whatsoever get through. Now for this, home and attack the first one and then tap boost. That should get you across. Easy as. Now, with that being said, let's move on to Act 2. Ugh. In Act 2, of course, we only have cube, so we can only do cube stuff. Whether we're any percent or Egg Shuttle, we can only use any percent or Chaos Emeralds, we can use both. But here's what we would do for Egg Shuttle. First, transform into spikes, as you saw me do it, and then go along here. Then take this route down. Take this middle route here. Fall down here. If you don't feel like falling all the way, don't worry. Just keep yourself on near a wall. That way you won't fall down. Now you want to hit this switch, which will open this, and then to the goal. For any percent, we don't have that, so I'll show you what you would do if you were to be in any percent right now. Or all Chaos Emeralds, actually. So again, we're doing the same thing. Get up here, we'll have cube. We're going to actively jump over spikes just so we don't grab cube. Because in an 80% we don't have cube. To gain spikes we need to go to Planet Wisp. We go up here. Now, this is where you can use cube here to get through. Next, you can use cube to get through here, but it's quicker to not use cube. Now, if you run out of cube, don't worry about this. Act 3, well, there's not much to do with Act 3. What you want to first do is take this, then here's the non-all Chaos Emeralds. You go up there and grab that. For the rest of the ones, you just ignore that and jump up here. You can do jumps like that, but if you don't worry. Here's another skip. And that's about it for this one, so fuck the rest, let's go to the next one. Anyway, Act 4. Now Act 4, pretty much all of them are the same, like the first visit of this level for all Chaos Emeralds and everything, so don't worry. I'll be showing the route I do. Now I normally do a jump there, but for some reason I didn't jump at the right time. Don't worry if you get hit, that's the part of the learning process. You will get hit many times when you try these tricks, but I'm doing them in a way that that can be simplified. Again, use fast acceleration for this part. Now what you want to do for this next part is simply get through it as quick as possible without the use of frenzy. Like this. If you get hit, again, don't worry, that's just how it works with this process. And that's how we, yeah! Right, Act 5. I've reset because I fucked up. I fell all the way down at the last bit and I wasn't feeling like climbing all the way back up, so I thought, fuck it. Restart. Now I did say in the previous part when I was on this auto-scroller, the routes does change. The routes differ once you get to Planet Wisp. Where you would normally beat these two first with any percent or Egg Shuttle, it differs between any percent and Egg Shuttle. It differs between any percent and all Chaos Emeralds from which we get to Planet Wisp. Because in all Chaos Emeralds we do Sonic Color. We do fuck. Sorry, I'm messing my words up. I'm not the best. Okay. So what we would do is we would go to Planet Wisp 1 to unlock spikes. After we've unlocked spikes, we'll continue to Asteroid Coaster. Now I do want to do a all Chaos Emeralds run. Don't worry about it. But here's what you would do for an Egg Shuttle. You would essentially jump, boost, and then that, I'm not joking, that button pressing you just saw was all me. I'm not joking here. I don't do lying on this channel. I did it all. I did all of that. I'm not joking, that button mashing you just saw was all me. My arm's actually starting to hurt now from doing it, because I've already done it once from having to do it here. Anyway, for this, when I get to about here, you want to stomp, make sure you get the highest thing, and then spam B. Now, if I'm catching the mic, don't worry about it. That's just because I'm trying to move my arm out the way to spam the B button like this. Yep. Even Sonic's saying, yep. That was me, see? Because I closed my eyes while I did that. And I should have closed on the model. If it didn't, well, I can't improve it anyway else. But yeah. I was the one that actually pressed that then. No TAS. I'm legit playing this game. Let's move on to the next act. Act 6. For Act 6 there's not much really to do here, but I'll show you pretty much what you would do for shuttle, really, and essentially any percent. Again, using the same technique, the stomp jumps, to help you get some height, to help you gain up quicker. Don't worry if you fall, don't worry if you fail. That's part of the learning process. We all fail. I've failed many times during speedruns. It hurts, it sucks, it just fucking drains your energy. But there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta learn to keep going and going and going, even if it sucks. Now, here's one thing. If you're going all Chaos Emeralds, you would hit that switch down there, but for extra 90%, you essentially just go up here. Attack these. Attack these. Now here's the good trick. You jump, hold an A, to wall jump off that to get up here. I actually got this trick in my recent PB of this game. The original Sonic Colors, not the remastered Sonic Colors Ultimate. Because in Sonic Colors Ultimate, the Sonic actually jumps lower on the Switch version, which is what I have. If you want to jump higher, you need like possibly an Xbox, like one that runs at 60 frames a second, which is anything that's not on the Switch. And if you want it to Sonic to jump to the same height as the Wii, which is what I'm on right now, you need the PC version at 144 frames a second. I don't know what my PC would be like if I'm recording, if I'm like live streaming and playing a PC game with this model on, so I don't know. Off topic, I know. I go a lot off topic quite a bit, but anyway, I'm playing all this on the Wii, but a lot of it can be translated to Colors Ultimate. Now, we're done with Starlight Carnival. Let's move on to Planet Wisp. There's a slight difference in all Chaos Emeralds. That's it. That's all it is for the first one. Now, of course, we have spikes, so we're going to take the Egg Shuttle route. For all Chaos Emeralds, we would use spikes to go up the top. We go up here. Make sure you do complete this trick ramp, otherwise you are going to fail. For this part, simply just boost through. Sorry I'm being so silent for this, but this theme fucking slaps, so I just wanted to be quiet. It's Planet Wisp. This part, you go the top route. Whether you're on any of them, you get across to here first. Now here's what you would do for all Chaos Emeralds. Get up here. And you would grab the ring there. and then essentially head yourself to the finish line. And that's it. That's just the only difference that you would do at the end there. Now, of course, again, we do not have Frenzy, so we cannot use Frenzy. Unless we run X Shuttle, which is where we can use Frenzy. But I don't think we use Frenzy in this one, or yes we do. Actually, for X Shuttle we do use Frenzy. Now there is a difference here with Ultimate. Over there is essentially the Ghost, Jade Ghost, and in there you can use it to get up, because these things drop ridiculously fast on the remaster.
I just want to quickly add, it actually has changed. It's now fixed in Ultimate. That was a misunderstatement.
Here's another little trick. Use this robot with the same jump technique to get across here. If you don't have boost, you can just use these to get across, but if you do have boost, I'd recommend jumping and boosting over them. There is a way that you can jump up here, but we're not going to. Now, for any percent, you don't use this, but for the sake of, like, we're going from all Chaos Emerald's point of view here, and X Shuttle, we would be using this. Again, for this one, what we want to do is jump on the robot and get up there. But of course, this failed. Don't worry, you can always use the backup to get up there. Now for this, if you can, try and aim one side. If you can't, don't worry, it still works. Now, that was kind of crap, but I'll show you it more. If I were to actually be speedrunning this level legit, I'll show you how it would look in that remark. So let's get to that. Basically like that. That's what it looks like if you were speedrunning it. Essentially for like all Chaos Emeralds and any percent. Well, for X Shuttle and any percent really. All Emeralds is a different route and you only do revisits on certain levels. Take 2. 300. Pop. You want to essentially stay in as much as you can in the middle lane for the main parts of this level. Unless you're going for Chaos Emeralds, then you need to go for that laser that was there. Back off. What you want to do is essentially get yourself down to here, get yourself here, then tap boost. Get yourself here. Once you get yourself here, you jump on these. Make sure to stomp jump if you want to make sure you're sure-footed. Sorry. And there you go. That's how you beat it in an 90% or X Shuttle environment. Let's go on to the next act. Act 4. Act 4 is also known as the bloody stupid act when I used to speedrun the original game. before I found out the laser trick, well, the laser angle that was used, I decided I used to take a lot longer route. But now I know what the laser route, I can easily get that done. So what we're going to do is we're going to show the laser route, and then we're going to show my old route. As in if you missed laser. So for the laser one, you'll first want to go down to the bottom here, make sure you grab laser. Quick way to get through this is just tap boost and then slide. Then just wall jump up here, easy shit. Boost through that. It's easier just to boost through here. Now if I don't get this, don't worry. Not quite. But here's the other way. If you fuck that up, don't worry. You can always go for this backup strat here. If that laser angle does not quite work, you can always do this one. This was one I used to do quite a lot with my runs. It's slightly slower, but it's a lot more safer if you end up missing the laser angle. That's how you do it. Just tap up twice. Let's see if I can actually get it in a full succession without a death now. I might just title this video Egg Shuttle, Egg Shuttle and any percent tricks. Because this is essentially any percent and Egg Shuttle. And you get all Chaos Emeralds, of course. Some of the ones that you see, like, you can obviously grab while you're there. There you go. 36 seconds. So for this act, I'm going to show you how to actually get the full, like, some of the red star rings, just so you know where they are. And how you would do it in essentially an Egg Shuttle environment. Make sure you land yourself near there. If you do go backwards, don't worry, you can always just boost to get yourself across Now the tap boosts, that's just to keep Sonic at max speed while going through. Now here I would normally use hover, but you can literally skip hover by boosting across there, but I didn't quite get it. Nice. Don't worry if you get a couple of things. Now first, with spikes, Egg Shuttle, you take this route. If you want all the red rings, then you take the upper route. Now if you're lucky like I was, then don't worry about it. You just keep going. Now for this next part, you boost, get to the side here, and then activate spikes. And then essentially get yourself up to the top, to the end here. Just like that. Of course there are the red star rings, you can always think. There is a different route for that. I don't know like the thing is why I'm not showing much of the red star ring routes is because I don't know where some of the routes that they take. Unless it's an act where I know where every single one is. Pardon me. If I'm doing it, then I can do it. As soon as you spawn into a aquarium park, make sure you're holding B immediately. Otherwise you will not fall fast and it will cost you a lot of your time. But no skips. What you want to do is essentially just try and use boost as much as you can until you get to these rainbow rings. Make sure that you grab the rainbow rings and then get yourself go this way for the thing. Now slide underneath and go to the right or left of those springs. That way you can just ignore the springs and go straight on. It saves you a shit ton of time. Boost through, of course. Now this part, what you want to do is you want to boost across the water. If you get in the water, don't worry. Boost across the water. Then jump into the water, grab drill. Get far down. And then just use drill to get to the end. Here's a red star ring, just to show. Go through this way. So then go into here. Go through there. And then just follow this way down. It is quicker, it is easier to use boost on this part, but I don't have a lot, so... Now the next part, what you want to do is essentially jump and get across there. Now, because here's the thing. With water, if you are in water and you have boosted already, you cannot boost again until you touch the floor. So we've got in part 2, we've got 2 routes. We've got the top route with cube that gets you a red star ring, which is required for all emeralds. And then you've got the bottom route, which is what we're going to take, because that's the way that we go for egg shuttle. Remember, I only speedrun egg shuttle at this point. I do not speedrun any percent or all emeralds, yet. So what you want to do is essentially jump over these. If you want to, like I said, if you want to be sure-footed, you can stomp jump. So you have home and attack stomp. But if you want to be dangerous, you can do that. Like I just did. Home and attack and tap boost. Now Act 3, there's 2 ways you can go. You can go the top route, which is all for emeralds only really. And then you got the bottom route, which is what's taken in egg shuttle. Which is the one I'm going to show you today. Now the thing is, you gotta know is Sonic moves a lot slower in water. His top speed is only pretty much a jog, as you can see. He does not move any faster than this. And you cannot get him to move any faster unless you boost. Unfortunately, I did not have any boost, so I did not use it. Now I grabbed air there because there's a chance that I could start drowning at this point of the level. Now those fans, for some reason, always like to activate late. But this is where boosting comes handy. Because boosting actually gets you to top speed quickest. Now for this part, you can use rocket further, like further in, or you can use rocket there and essentially jump yourself out to get across and then just boost through the robots. Of course, all emeralds is a lot slower because you have to go up the top route, which is a lot slower. At least get a rank thing out of the B rank, a life out of it. So let's move on to Act 4. One of my favourite ones I like to play with Supersonic. Now it is 2:13 because the thing is my fastest time to this is with Supersonic. However, here's your fastest. Here's what you do for this, for any percent and egg shuttle. You can either optionally take the laser and then use laser to get across this part, or you can take these. Now what you want to do is essentially drop down here, grab drill, transform into drill and go down this way. It'll bring you out to the part where you would normally fall to if you went the long way. Now you want to use drill, just follow the pathway I'm going with this essentially, because I can't explain it too well. Now here's one thing, grab as much boost if you can to allow you for the next part, to help you with the ending of this stage. If you don't worry about it. In Ultimate, you can always do perfect timing homing attacks to help you gain extra boost back. Now what we want to do here is essentially homing attack these two, then use laser. It'll allow us to go through that loop at full speed, which means that we will not slow down at all. Now for this part, what you want to ideally do is just boost. Just constantly boost. But at times you want to just stop boosting because you don't need to. If you're doing it, if you go into Act, because after this, Act 5, you do not want to have any boost if you're in an egg shuttle environment. Because with egg shuttle, you will need to have no boost for the next act because it is required. But it is also a good idea to keep a little tiny bit of boost in your tank after you're done, just to attack, just to boost into the end here, which makes it a lot quicker than having to jump and home attack. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. So ideally, what you really want to do for this act is to home and attack that spring, then try and stay on some of these platforms as much as you can. If you are good, if you're a pro speedrunner, like I've seen, like for example, Critical Sid, you can do the jumps and boosts to, if you know where you're landing. However, if you're like a novice like me, then you want to essentially stay above. You want to essentially just use double jumps. If you do not grab that checkpoint, don't worry, because we don't need it. Now you want to go up here and essentially get yourself into the rainbow rings like that. As easy as that. Now you want to stop. You can jump over that if you want to, but you don't have to. And the next part, you want to just boost like that. Just air dash for the fast acceleration. And then it's just essentially wait until you get to the end, which you just need to stomp for. That's the end. That's really what all you do for Act 5. So let's just go to Act 6. Not wasting my time on this one. Act 6 is one of the longer acts of this game, really. There's multiple end routes. There is a 3D and 2D with water in this act as well, but I'm not going to show that because I don't do that glitch. However, I'm going to show you the best way you can do it with the current available routes. So you want to follow the rough way I'm taking drill, and then just when you get in any 3D that's possible, try and boost as much as you can. Because otherwise you will not get it. Now for this part, you've got two ways. You can either go to the right, which has two ways in itself, or you can go upwards. We're going to take the upwards route for this one. And what you want to do is just essentially get under there, hop over this, hop over that, tap boost if you want to keep your momentum, and then just get over like that. Now for the non-major skips, you would do this and attack everything. Which is slow in its own right. I have thought of trying to do the hover thing. Maybe I might do it in this recording. But what you want to do now is try and keep yourself at as much speed as possible. But you also want to try and get as high height at this part because you want to grab drill. Once you see these once you see this ring of drills in there, then grab drill, transform, go right to the right. If you get hit there, that's just going to happen all the time. I've had it happen to me many a times. You want to essentially get over to here, like this. Now what you want to do with the skydive part is to fall up onto this main ledge up here. And you want to boost, jump. You get hover as high as you can. Here. See, we've cleared the area. So essentially now we just go over here. If we land here and then go this way, you can see we've got movement of 3D in water. Now you got to be careful with where the things are, because Now this is the first time I've actually ever done this glitch, so I'm surprised that I got it first try. Despite the death, but I got it actual first try. Let's go. I might actually use that in runs, because that was actually quite easy to fucking pull off. Asteroid Coaster, for the first one, there's not many skips that I can think of, but we're going to go through a couple of them anyway. That I've recently implemented into a couple of my runs. Pardon me. So, first off, with this part, this is the only the difference between this and Ultimate is this Wisp capsule at the end. In Ultimate, they fucked it. You can't just jump straight into it. You have to home and attack it to get the boost. Now there is a way to actually boost across this, but I prefer to home and attack for the safety. Now, for the sake of speed, you can take... Now, there is Frenzy here, but what you want to do is essentially go right, over to the left, back over to the right. Then activate Frenzy right near this spring. To get across here all the way, and that's how you get through that section pretty quick. Now, Asteroid Coaster is not one to actually get really quick, because there is a trick to get across and skip this coaster. I have tried it, but I don't think I've ever got close. I might give it a couple of goes, maybe in the recording, like I said, with the what I did with the other trick, but let's see. For this one, we want to get up here. Now, there is a way to actually actively home and attack them without needing to go forward or whatever, but I've never got it to actually work. Now you want to take that top route, you can just skip across that with that. Now for this, what you want to do is essentially boost when you can to get across here. That just skips a lot of the level. Then for this, you want to do the same thing, just boost across. No Frenzy, because Frenzy's slow. Granted, you could say that's slow, but it's actually not so much different. Now for this one, what you want to do is essentially attack these four, and then boost over that way, like that. If you do hit that, don't worry, there is different ways. Just like that. Let's go. I actually fucking got it. Let's go. Okay, so what you want to do for this is fast acceleration, which is essentially the jump and air boost. Activate Frenzy. Fly through all this. Do some more jumps. Remember, stomp jumps are your friend for this. It helps you a lot out. If you fail the top route, you can always go that bottom route to get the red star ring in an egg shuttle or any percent, so don't worry. If you grab red star rings in a percent, it does not matter. For this, what you want to do is try and be quick on that, and you can get up there quicker. Now this part, you can lose your momentum there because of how it is. Now here's one of the first tricks that you can do in this level. Once you get from around this like Saturn looking thing, hold right, then attack these rocks here. There is an out of bounds glitch, but again, no major skips. Go right, so you go left, then go to the right. Activate Frenzy when you get to this point. Now I've ran out of boost. No, I've got a thing. So what you want to do is essentially do that. It gets you on top. And like that, you're over here. Now of course I need boost for this next part, because the next trick we're going to do requires us to go with a lot of boost. So what we need to do first is get up here. Get on top of these, jump, boost, it'll give us to here. Now what you want to do after this is you'll get on the roof. Now once you're on the roof, ceiling, whatever you want to call it, is you want to time a B press right. If you go Just as that gets back and they start flashing red, you press to boost. As soon as you do that, you'll get through much, much faster. And I've also got an S on this, which makes it a lot nicer. Got another S to add to the lot. But yeah, that's essentially what you would do if you're doing it in a major skips way. No major skips way, I mean, sorry. Now, Act 3, you might think, oh, this is major skips. No, it's not. This is actually something you can intentionally do in the game. What you want to do is bounce off that, grab the spikes. If you don't get up there, you can use spikes. And that's it. That is literally all you do. Right, Act 4, there's not much you can say, but I'm going to show you a little trick that I've tried in my run. It isn't essentially a glitch, it's exploiting the physics engine. Which, if you do it as thing, exploiting the physics engine is different to actually thing. So what you want to do is essentially do this. Is essentially jump forward and then just keep jumping forward and then occasionally going back. And you do it like that. That's just how quick it is. Obviously, if you're doing it with the chaos with all the emeralds, then don't worry, you'd have to get them anyway. So, and it would help you a shit ton with the points as well, anyway. But for sake of speed, that's all you need. That was not supposed to rhyme. Now, Act 5 is essentially the Sweet Mountain 4 act, but revisited in Asteroid Coaster. And also known as, I like to dub it, the Hurt Myself 2.0. Because essentially that's what you're doing. You're hurting yourself again. Now for this one, what you want to do is essentially intentionally take damage. Then use laser at this point to take them all out. And that's how simple it is. Now, I'm going to quickly show you where all the red star rings are of this level. Sims as it's so short. And because it doesn't add much extra time onto it. But yeah, might as well show you. That's where all the red star rings are. Easy. Now for Act 6. Act 6, well, for the first part there's loads of different ways you can go, but there is one easy way that you can take if you want to simply just go for a speedy time. Now, of course, this is Sonic Colors. You want to go fast. It's a Sonic game. But what you want to essentially do is take the first set of red star rings, miss these red star rings, the red star rings? Miss the rainbow rings, sorry. Take that one and then essentially take this asteroid route. That is one of the quick... I don't know the many quick routes of this one. There is many the faster routes, but this is the one I know. Now there is a way to glitch yourself out of bounds here. I might not be able to get it, but I'm going to show you what I normally take for the normal route. Because I don't do major skips. Of course, there's a red star ring up in the corner there. Now, I don't know how they get the out of bounds skip there, but I know for definite it's not going to be easy. However, for going the main route like I normally do for my runs, because I'm the glitchless and there's no major skip runner, and in some ways a glitchless runner. As much as I did not want to use Frenzy there because I could use it further up, I just used it there. Normally I use it to get past another part, so don't worry about it. I normally use it to take a zip line that would normally be used to get yourself a red star ring. Which is which is obviously slower than the actual time I would normally have. But then again, I'm not doing this for records, I'm just doing this to showcase. Now one thing you want to try and do is try and get as close to this thing as possible whenever you can. Because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the ass trying to hit them on their third phase. So when you can, try and get yourself as close as possible like that. Also note, in Ultimate, that thing does explode like 10 times more when it shouldn't do, but it does anyway. And that is clearly not the fastest I've done it, but we can get... But that's what essentially you need. That's essentially the non-major skips route. Now, essentially, we've got for the whole main stages, there is nothing much you can do in terminal velocity. So, with that being said, essentially, that's the end of this video. There's nothing else we can do. I can show you, and I will just for the funsies of it, I will show you what it's like with doing it with supersonic. This is something you would normally do if you have got all the emeralds. This is something you would do. For any percent you wouldn't do this, but for all emeralds, because obviously I've done all emeralds and I've actually done all this, even though I've done it not as a speedrun, I've done it casually. This is something that I actually did do. What you want to essentially do, really, is get 50 rings, get all the rings as quick as possible, then transform to supersonic and hold B. That's the quickest way you can get through this level. And if you know how to tap the A button, the jump button, you can avoid getting stuck on the bumps and not being knocked on the bumps. Because you can then just tap yourself over the bumps. But if you don't, you can always just hold forward. Supersonic doesn't move any faster than actual Sonic. You actually have to actively hold forward or boost, regardless if you're supersonic or not. Well, hold a direction anyway, so. In the case of this act at this point, you're just holding B. It's just easy to just hold B and go from there. Again, just hold B. That's it. That's how you do it for this version. It's not the best, but it works. So, yeah. It's essentially just do it with you could literally just do it like this. And yeah, I was literally holding my eyes closed in real life. Because otherwise, like you see it blinking, that's me actually blinking. Now I must have got a faster time, of course, because I've thing, but I've also got an S rank, a new personal best S rank. But who cares? So now, that's essentially how it would be for the end of this video. There's nothing you can really do in the boss, aside from try and get it without getting hit. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Gameland is a whole other mess. I would have to do a video entirely on its own for the tricks that you can do in Gameland. But again, I'm doing no major skips, so there's not much I can do here. So I'm just probably going to have fun playing with some of these little small skips and glitches and just have fun. So yeah. So thank you all very much for watching, actually, if you've got to this far in the video. It was fun to make. It was fun to actually record with a VTube model, to be honest. But don't be discouraged that just because I have a VTube model now, I'm going to be different. Okay? Just because I have one of these does not mean I'm going to be any different. Got it? I'm not going to change for you guys. Of course I'm not. That's me. I'm going to be the same person as I always was. Just because I got this model does not mean I'm going to be different for you guys and girls. Don't worry, I'm still going to be myself. It's just something to help me express my emotions without using a camera. And, in a sense, just so I can be more myself. Feel a bit more comfortable. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. And I shall see you in my next video, whenever the hell that is. Obviously, bloopers will be out after the main one. Once I've edited the main one, the bloopers video will be separated and rendered as its own. I will obviously make my own 2 custom thumbnails, and yes. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, because this has been fun. And I hope you, and yes, if you want to share this around for people to look at, to practice some of these tricks and everything, please feel free to do so. I'm not going to just say, oh, you can't share it, please share it. It would be nice. And also, if you want to, follow my Twitch. My Twitch is where I live stream most of the time. And that's where I get most of my content from YouTube anyway. Of course, you don't have to do any other things like follow my Twitch. You don't have to. You don't have to like this video. You don't even have to subscribe. It's completely up to you. Okay?